My crowns. Hey, listen, looking back at my most valuable lessons from 2025, I've made three big commitments for this year to move me forward, right? One being um, letting go of my resistance to social media. Two being making sure that I live authentically and not allowing the pressures, expectations, and judgments of others kind of run my life and overwhelm me with stress, right? Third, just long story, just moving with urgency, right? So I'll tell you where this comes from. Basically, as many of you guys know, long story short, my Facebook account was closed. I started a new one, but just never built it forward. Just felt like it was too much energy. I felt that every time I got online, I was spending all my time just digesting content, and then I would go into these long sessions where I'm looking for one thing, and then I just get overwhelmed with a bunch of more ideas, and I felt like I just kept digesting to the point where I felt so drained, and I felt my time was just being wasted away. I don't know if any of you connect to that, but long story short, I just felt like social media is just the devil, if you want to call it that. And so I hadn't used it. However, in my space where I'm supporting men who are looking to lead their families, and they're looking to create the quality of life they want by being involved, by supporting and providing and doing everything they can, and collectively building that quality of life they want for their families and driving that as a leader, um, I got to be in my guys' ears, right? I've also stepped into the financial realm where I'm helping with those solutions as well now that I'm working, with the Green State Credit Union. But that's more to come. But here's the deal, long story short, it is really important that um, I am able to connect with them, stay in their ear, and provide the support they need so that they can cross the finish line in the areas I'm supporting them with. So, what does that mean? I gotta use social media, guys. So, I'm letting go of that resistance. Two, talking about this book, I'm reading this book right now, and it's fire. Basically, when I started reading this book, I realized I was one of those guys that was just overwhelmed with the stress and pressure of being the firstborn and what it means to be in the family, of being, the father to my children, of being a husband to my wonderful wife, of the expectations of parents, of my culture, the expectations of, my wife's culture, the expectations of what I want to have for culture for my family. And it's never ending. There's so much out there. But long story short, there's a lot of what others feel and what others want from me that's just putting so much pressure. And the book just allows me to let them have those expectations. Let people be who they are and just detach from it so that I have the space and the freedom to be who I am. And then come from a place of after letting them be, I can now let me be me by saying what action am I going to take coming from a place of true authenticity in a way that I can show up how I want to be and make the kind of impact I want to make on the people that matter to me as well. And I find that so liberating. That's a step that I'm looking at, right? Last but not least, we're talking about moving with urgency. Many of you guys watched the um, Anthony Joshua fight with Jake Paul. Great win for him, right? There's a lot of controversy as to whether it was planned or whatever, but that's not the point. The point is shortly after that, he goes to celebrate in his hometown, Nigeria, where I too am from, right? That's my Nigerian brother. But what's really interesting is he comes off of a great event like that, a great payout, and then instantly in an accident, and his two trainers lose their lives. And now he's faced with coming back, rehabilitating himself. Luckily, thank God he's okay. But now looking at the families of those that he took down there with him, I can only imagine what he's going through mentally. He's probably going through survivor's guilt of some sort, right? As being the only person who survived in that car crash. It was serious. You can look it up online. But here's the deal. What that taught me, what I took away from that experience, is that life is short. You don't know what's going to happen next, right? What we're working on now might be irrelevant tomorrow. What we're depending on right now may not be there tomorrow. Um, roles we're taking, the careers we have, the health we have might change like that. So rather than putting things on the back burner and saying, wait for the better time, or, I'll do this later. If something is important for me, then why am I waiting for me to act on it? So moving with a sense of urgency. So my intention for you today, guys, is for you, like me, to release the resistance you have in the areas that will help you achieve your goals, right? Two, I am praying that you learn to let go of the stresses and pressure that you're getting from those around you so that you can allow yourself to be your true authentic self and decide how you will channel your energy and your time to be the best version of you so that in time you get to influence the people around you the way you want to. And what's really great about this book is that it shows you that if you allow people to be them, you give space to allow yourself to be you. And from that place, you show up how you want to show up. And in turn, it'll influence others to treat you better, the way you truly want to be treated. So that's beautiful. So I pray that for you too. And last but not least, I ask that you don't take things for granted and move with the urgency that you need. Move like you don't know if tomorrow is coming, because you don't. So make it happen. If it's important to you now, do something about it today that can move it forward. I say that with love. Happy 2026. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.